One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Lyft shuffling the card deck again. Well, I mean, this isn't new. This isn't new, I should say, but the year is changing in a couple of weeks. You got half a month left in the year, and so 2026 is rolling around very quickly. And with that being said, number of cars may not qualify going from 25 to 26 because there is an age limit on the cars that can happen, both on Uber and Lyft.
I think Uber is a little bit more forgiving. I remember that, but I'm not 100% sure.
They're the same here. I think it depends on the region and a couple of things like that, and probably comes down to insurance as well too.
Yeah. So Lyft is shuffling the car deck. I got a bunch of emails about this from pissed off drivers. They go like, they didn't even give us a warning. I'm like, there is your warning. They go like, at least they should have given us a 30-day warning. And
when you signed up, it literally tells you, hey, you need to have a car within X amount of years. Here it's 15. There for this one it's 13. Other ones may have closer. I think some areas have 10 years. So you got to pay attention to that type of stuff in order
for some tiers. For some tiers is different too, not just that, right? So, so it says we previously shared upcoming updates to vehicles age in your region. Please see vehicle age corrections below. So why are we doing this? We're doing this because we don't want you to be surprised. And a couple of drivers said, my car is perfectly fine. I'm like, yeah, but it's not going to be perfectly fine because it's not going to be older than 13 years. It doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
So now you're going to scramble. And one piece of advice here, this is advice. Do not buy anything newer than a 5-year-old car to do rideshare. Do not. And that I'm being generous with 5 years here. Don't. New car, go get your blood pressure checked. Go get your brain checked if you buy a new car to do rideshare, especially these days. Okay. Anyway, so to continue with driving with Lyft,
there's a reason for it. I mean, you have to have a good, strong reason why to have a new car in order and do that. But like, if you're doing this full time and you're using rideshare, yeah, definitely.
To do full time rideshare with a brand new car? No. Cars depreciate the first 2 years. They lose 50% of their value.
Yep.
Don't do it, especially with rideshare. Especially if you drove like that guy did, 100,000 miles. That car's worth nothing. That's nothing.
I mean, it's not new. This happens every single year. We probably make this PSA since the show began every year. But yeah, it's just something that you need to know when it comes to certain markets. If you are unsure and your car is starting to get a little older, maybe it's the 11, 12, 13, 14 year that you've been driving or something with that particular car. Go on, Lyft, go on Uber, whatever platform you are on, and see the regulations when it comes to how old the car has to be. So then that way you're not caught off guard with 30 days to go and say, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's 30 days. Do I got to get a car? What do I got to do? I didn't plan for that. And all you stressed out and all that. So
what did we just say? Oh my God. Why? Sergio, I drive a 2025 BMW i4.
Sell it. That's the only thing you can do.
Oh, why, buddy? Why? I don't care. Premier doesn't pay that much more. How many trips can you do on Premier to justify? That's like a 50, 60, I don't know, $70,000 car. Anyway, people do things for one reason or another. Anyway, you have no control in this, so don't go investing, because car purchase is one of the larger investments you're going to make in your life, especially if you're a full-time driver. Please do not buy a new car. Please don't, especially if you're X and standard. The best thing would be a hybrid, 7-8-year-old hybrid, reasonable miles. I know used car prices are high, but still, it's better than losing half the value of your car.
Damn good deals out there. You could get people are like, oh, I can't get a car for $3,500, $5,000. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can.
absolutely can.
Oh, we had that driver. Remember 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, he bought a car for $5,000, and he goes, "I made $240 this weekend. I already paid for like 5% of the car." I'm like, "Yeah, there you go."
Yeah. So it can absolutely be done, and then it's just being smart about the money and planning it out. The problem is nobody is planning. Nobody is taking their money and saying, "Okay, this has to go for this." And plan out how you're going to use your money. You're just like, oh, I made $275 today. All right, so now I can go and go take the family out for food or something. I don't know,
So
but
what do
you
you
got
say
to plan it out.
to what do you say to all drivers who just bought 22? I hope it's not you, Adele. I go get your head checked, examined. I don't know.
I'd say you better download the Maximo app or Gig You and find out the profit calculators so you know what the cost is per mile for your vehicle. And then do not accept anything that is well below that or below that at all. You want to make sure that you're also driving in a little bit of profit there. So that means you have to go a little bit higher. So if it tells you, hey, it's 80 cents a mile to drive for your car, well, you want to make some sort of profit. Where's that going to be? How much do you want to make per mile? 20 cents, 40 cents, 60 cents per mile? I don't know. That's up to you. That's your cost of living. That's what you got to do to figure it out and break it down. So you better be accepting things that are at that threshold. So yeah.
Yeah, but see, then you have comments like this that doesn't make any sense, right? Used cars equals monthly out-of-pocket repairs. No, it doesn't. And new car, no repairs for at least 4 years. No, it doesn't. New cars are not made they're all electronic chips. Once shit goes wrong, and like the other driver, if you drove, bro, there is something called depreciation. Depreciation is 50% the first 2 years of any car, let alone for a rideshare driver. For a regular consumer, you drive around a lot, that car is depreciated 15% already. Why don't people understand this stuff, Chris? I don't know. I think we're not doing our job, bro. I mean, that people just don't get it. It's not that difficult, man. Anyway.
Yes, I'm trying to reach you for your car's extended warranty. It seems like we did not reach you. Look, honestly, it's probably better. A buddy of mine, he's got, I don't know, like a 2012 Dodge Ram truck, pickup truck, and he will drive that thing more than when it's in the ground. I mean, he already replaced the engine and transmission, and we were talking about it. He said it's cheaper for me to do that than get a whole new car. And it's like, yeah. So again, these are things that you should be planning for. So in the event that you do need repairs, a certain percentage goes towards it. That's why I say you need to know your costs associated with driving, because part of the costs associated with driving, it's a nice little silver of how much you need to put away per mile for any type of problem that comes up into the future for repairs.
Yeah, I agree. And please pay attention to your profitability, folks. Anyway, so if you're 13 years or older, your car is going to be no more on the Lyft platform starting 2026.
Well, depends on your area.
Yeah.
All areas are going to be different. So if your car's starting to get up there, creep up there, and you're not sure, best thing to do, like I say, get on Uber, get on Lyft, go on the become a driver FAQ section and find out what it is for your area.
That's true.
And that way you're going to have a lot better information, because yes, in LA it's 13. In New York it's 15. In other areas it might be different. It could be 10. So it just depends.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure so like I say, if your car's at 9 years and you only got 10 years on it, you have a whole nother year in order to figure out what you're going to do. So you can continue driving, you can get a new car, or a newer car, I should say. So you're still able to drive or go find something else to do. You can still do food delivery. Food delivery usually does not have the same restrictions, or different types of gig platforms don't have the same restrictions when it comes to rideshare. So it just depends on what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you want to do it.
Yep, 100%.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.